We're getting excited for 2020 already as next year's coins were announced this month.
And the next face of the £50 note has also been revealed.
Change Checker went international as we took a look at some fascinating coins from around the world.
And we answered all of your numismatic questions in our latest Q&A video. I'm Adam.
And I'm Rachel, and welcome to the Change Checker video newsletter for July. So there was some really exciting news this month because 3 brand new coins for next year have been officially announced.
Yeah, annoyingly though, we can't see the designs yet, but they do sound really good, don't they?
They do. So we've got Team GB, which I think is going to be a really popular one actually.
Yeah, and obviously following the success of the Olympic 50p's, it will be really big.
It will be huge because I mean there was obviously another Team GB coin issued in 2016, and that was to wish Team GB success for the Rio Olympics. So now it's only fitting that we have another one for Tokyo. Yeah. And I think really you can look at those 2 coins as like a continuation of the Olympic 50p series.
And obviously back then with the Olympic 50p's, that was really when the 50p collecting did take off, didn't it?
Exactly, so it kind of encouraged everyone to start checking their change. So I think more and more people are going to start getting involved because of the Olympics and how big it's going to be next year. I think Tokyo is going to be really exciting.
Yeah, I can't wait. The opening ceremony always is a highlight.
Fantastic. Yeah, so really looking forward to Team GB 50p. We've also got a £2 coin, haven't we?
So that's the Mayflower 200th anniversary.
So the Mayflower was the ship that took the English pilgrims across to America, and that was, I say, back in 1620.
Yeah, that's correct.
So a really long time ago that the first English colony settled in America.
And I want to say, was it 2 or 3 months at sea?
Yeah, it was a really long time the voyage took. I think it had really bad winds, and you can imagine, even nowadays, I think it probably takes quite a long time to get over to America, but back then, in a small ship, it probably wasn't the smoothest sail, was it?
And then finally, there's a George III £5 coin.
Yeah, so George III was the King of England and Ireland, and this is celebrating the 200th anniversary since his death.
He was the longest reigning monarch of all the monarchs before him, wasn't he?
He was, yeah, that's right. So actually, I think it's only Victoria and then Queen Elizabeth since that have had longer reigns and lifespans than King George. So really impressive actually. I think some great anniversaries to be celebrated on coins.
Yeah, definitely. But like we said, it's annoying because we can't see the designs quite yet, but we'd love to know which design you're looking forward to the most to seeing. So if you could vote right now on screen on the poll and let us know.
So obviously we've got some new coins coming up, but there's also exciting news about the new £50 note which is soon to be released.
Yeah, so it celebrates Alan Turing, who broke the German Enigma code during World War II.
Yeah, so a really amazing scientific figure. And you know, we've been waiting to hear who's going to be the face of the £50 note for a really long time now, or at least it feels like a long time.
Yeah.
We have been talking about it for ages. And obviously with the £20 note coming out next year, I think we're all really excited to finally be able to see, you know, all of our notes being in that polymer format.
Yeah, so the £50 note won't come out until 2021, which still seems like quite a long time away, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does really. But I mean, next year we will have the 20, so that's something to look forward to. And then now that we know who the face is, that again gives us some more idea about how it's going to look. And obviously on our blog we have got the mock-up from the Bank of England, so you can take a look and see what that note is going to look like. Of course, you know, Alan Turing, like we were saying, he's such a key scientific figure, and his efforts in World War II were just incredible. Didn't it shorten the war by like 2 years or something?
Yeah,
like
the
that?
code breakers were responsible, like you said, for shortening the war, which is just incredible, really, isn't it?
Really is. And obviously he has had some struggles during his life, but you know, I think the fact that from the public vote that was opened up to find out who was going to be the face.
989?
989 different scientists were nominated, and he was chosen as the top one. So it just goes to show, you know, what a key icon he is really for the world of science.
And he's like really popular with the public. I mean, I even found that there's a Monopoly game dedicated to him.
That's amazing.
That's quite a cool little fact.
That's really cool. And of course there's the Imitation Game, which is the film. You might have seen that, and it kind of tells you the life story of Alan Turing. I think, you know, it's a really strong choice for someone to feature on the £50 note. Some of the other nominations, I think it was Stephen Hawking, Mary Anning, loads of different...
So really strong contenders.
Strong contenders, yeah. But did you know that at one point Margaret Thatcher was going to be the face of the
really?
Well, she was nominated anyway. And although she's known as a politician, you might not know she also helped invent the soft scoop ice cream.
Nice. No, I didn't know that. That's, again, a good little fact.
Yeah, very good fact. So anyway, if you want to hear any more information about Alan Turing on the £50 note, head over to our blog and all the information is there.
So back on American Independence Day, Rachel, you wrote a blog, didn't you, that looked at the rarest coins in America?
That's right. So we looked at the 1885 trade dollar, and this actually happened because a person wrote into us saying that they had one of these coins in their collection. But you know what? It's actually impossible for them to have one of them because they are so rare.
Yeah. So they were struck for circulation between 1873 and 1878.
That's right. So after that time, they were then just commemorative issues only, but production was thought to have stopped in 1883. However, we did find a few decades later 1884 and 1885 trade dollars appearing on the secondary market, but the mintage figures for those were really, really low.
Yeah, so it's not sure whether it's down to lack of documentation or whether some of the workers actually struck these coins after production stopped.
Exactly, but it turns out that in 1884 just 10 of the coins were made, and in 1885 only 5 of them were actually produced.
Which is nothing, is it?
It's really, really small, and all 5 of those have actually now been claimed and are documented, so it would have been impossible for that person to have been able to find that coin in their change.
So of course it comes as no surprise that in auction it went for something ridiculous, didn't it?
Over $3 million that coin sold for. So if you had found that coin, how amazing would that be to actually have that
You
in
could
your
quit the day
collection?
job instantly.
Yeah, you could. These coins were originally created as silver coins for trade with Asia, and lots of people might have them in their collection because some of the earlier issues are more common, but of course the 1884 and 1885 ones, they are just incredibly rare, and you won't unfortunately be able to find those ones, but we thought it would be quite a nice blog to put together on American Independence Day. It's quite interesting, I think, to look at different coins from all around the world.
Yeah, so the link is on screen right now if you would like to know more.
So continue with the international theme, and whilst we're really busy celebrating, of course, the 50th anniversary of the 50p over here, half a world away in Australia, they're also celebrating a 50th anniversary, and that's actually the 50th anniversary of the 50-cent coin.
Yeah, so like in England, the round 50 cent was actually replaced with a 12-sided coin.
Exactly, so we've got a 12-sided pound, and they've actually had the 12-sided 50 cent for 50 years now, so they were kind of ahead of the game, really.
Yeah, so the round cent was actually replaced because the production value of the coin was more than the face value.
That's right, so it had a really high silver content before they made the change. But these coins, obviously they're 50 years old now, and Australia are marking the anniversary of them with a really, really interesting set, which actually features a gold-plated 50 cent.
Yeah, and what is quite cool about this set is it features 5 different effigies, and I'm going to put you on the spot now, Rachel, just so you've got to try and list them all off.
Okay, so first one was the Arnold Machin portrait.
Yep.
Then there was the Raphael McLuth. There was Ian Rank Broadley, Vladimir Gottwald, and then Jodie Clark. But Jodie Clark, obviously, that's the portrait that we have on our circulating coins at the moment. But the one in Australia is slightly different. So it's Jodie Clark's 6th portrait, and it features the Queen's shoulders as well as the head. And that's the same portrait which is used on the Isle of Man coins, so you might be familiar with that.
So if you're interested in international coins, we've actually got a blog that looks at the most oddly shaped coins from around the world. The link is on screen right now, so check it out. Back in June, Change Check were actually lucky enough to go along to Tankfest, weren't they?
Yeah, so it was a really great day out, and I'm sorry you couldn't be there, Adam, because it was lovely to be able to go, in fact, for 3 days over Tankfest, and it was really sunny, really hot. It's great to see so many change checkers coming along and swapping the D-Day £2 coin with us. So they were able to swap the D-Day £2 for just £2. It gave collectors the chance to own it for face value. Like I say, it was a really great day out, so thank you to everyone who came along, stopped by and said hello. We will put together details of our next live event when we know more about it, so just follow our blog and our social media channels to find out more.
So recently, I was lucky enough to actually feature on a Change Checker Q&A video.
Yeah, so thank you for helping me out, Adam, because we had loads of questions coming in from change checkers who wanted to know everything from the world of coin collecting. So if you sent in a question, thank you very much.
But obviously, we only had time to answer so many questions. So if you didn't get around to yours, just go ahead and find that video, comment below, and either Rachel or I will respond when we get a second.
Exactly, and of course we will have more Q&A videos coming up throughout the year, and if you follow us on Instagram, we do often have Instagram Q&As too, so make sure you have a look to see when the next one comes out.
So that wraps up this month's newsletter. Join us next month where there'll be even more news and more announcements.
Yeah, so Adam will be back once again, and we'll look forward to catching up with you guys then.